Work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike one.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
So now the Brewers pitcher, Chase Anderson. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. To second for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Eric Thames got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Now a fastball swung out. Here's Chris Owings now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Yelich on the move. One away. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Riding in once again, Jake Lamb. He drew a walk his first time up. 2-1 the count. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Leading off the inning, Ryan Braun, and they'll need him to get something going here. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Three and 1. Here it is. In is Christian Yelich.
Now batting, center fielder.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. It's taken for strike 2. Pitch out, nothing doing, and he's safe. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He popped out in his first trip. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and it's another. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Peralta. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Braun has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. Daniel Descalso picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. So a full count now.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! Ready for another chance? Nick Ahmed. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. Still 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Full count now. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Number 21.
The 2-1 home. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeff Mathis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And Ahmed over at second. Greinke at first, one gone. On the ground to second base, this could be two. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Next for Milwaukee, Jesus Aguilar. He'll start off the fifth in this one. Hit well on the ground to first. And he is out on the tag. Digging in now for the Brewers, Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Villar is retired, 2 down now.
Up next.
Striding into the box, Manny Pena. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He loses him on ball 4. Now at the plate, Orlando Arcia, man at first after the 2-out walk. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you.
And he'll get there in plenty of time. Here's Chris Owings now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Heading out towards shallow right. Thames is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. Digging in once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Thames ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Jake Lamb hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Lamb swings, and it's hit very well out to right. And gone. An absolute bomb. Ready for another shot now. David Peralta. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Line to the right side. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. And look out. That fastball ran in and got him. Ouch back. Here's Gerard Dyson. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Ready once again, Nick Ahmed. It was a walk in his last trip.
Nick Ahmed.
Now the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Pena is there to make the catch, and they'll escape. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jeremy Jeffress. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
He throws him on the fastball there. Jeremy Jeffress goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Striding in, Ryan Braun. Chopped weakly to the left. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. 1-2 for Christian Yelich.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. No hits to this point. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst,
1 run scores. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Into the pool area and gone. Now at the plate, Manny Pena. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit hard to short. Ahmed has it. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it's certainly. So here now is the pitcher, Zach Greinke. A fly out and a single for him so far. Ketel Marte is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Up next for Arizona, Jeff Mathis. He's flied out and hit into a double play in 2 at-bats. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. Here's Chris Owings now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And he gets the call there, 3-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia.
Archie Bradley.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame. Digging in now, Jeremy Jeffress, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Arcia leads off second with nobody out. And they do have him squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Digging in and looking for more, Eric Thames. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Pulled toward right center field. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the insurance run comes across to score from third. Now a 7-5 game. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Swinging here is Braun, and he sends this one on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is with. Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. 0-for-2 on his line thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of boop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. 2-2.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. Full count now, 3-2. Jacob Barnes comes on now. He'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, David Peralta. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
And that will conclude matters here in the... In is Christian Yelich. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's 2 for 4. 2-2. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
This is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Missed with a breaking ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Leading off the inning, Gerard Dyson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Line drive to center field. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard. Ready for another chance? Nick Ahmed 0 for 2 for him to this point. That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's first and second with nobody out. Dyson at second. Ahmed at first with no outs. John Ryan Murphy will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 36.
And a double steal try here. It swung on and missed the throw. He's safe. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now 1 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Owings. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2. A little bouncer. He'll come home with it, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Paul Goldschmidt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. And that ball will hop over the wall for a ground rule double, so it'll give him the lead, but a possible third run will have to hold on at third base. 3 runs already home here. Corey Knebel is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. 2-1. And that one just missed outside.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Ready for another shot now, David Peralta. And he's got an opportunity to add to this lead, but the double play is in order. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And now the runner from third scores to give him a very important insurance run. It's now a 9-7 contest. And the second run will score as well. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Descalso. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's Gerard Dyson. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. 1-1, here it is. Back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The catcher, number 2.
The 2-1.
Jeff Mappin.
In the air now out to right field. VR over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Brad Boxberger comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. 0-2, here it is. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Riding in once again, Manny Pena. 0-2 with a walk for him so far. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Dyson moving in. But it's the shortstop that gets there. And there are 2 gone now. So now the Brewers pitcher, Corey Knebel. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game. Now from SunTrust Park, Julio Teheran, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, Julio Teheran, 4-pitch mix guy. Good fastball, 89 to 94 miles an hour. Changeup.
Cubs baseball starts right now. Here's Brett Gardner now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. The 1-1. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. In now, Didi Gregorius, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Happ moving in. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time and a side. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hicks has it in his sights. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. The 2-1 home. Hayward. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. He'll try it again. 3-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 2 out, nobody on. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Ball 2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Contreras is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Stanton is retired. 2 down now. Next for New York, Miguel Andujar. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. To 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's
ouch. That one hit him. Now in the box, Austin Romine. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Dribbled up the line. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. Hit in the air out to center field. Gardner is there. He's got it 1 away. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 2 for 3. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Here's Javier Baez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Runner goes for second. High in the air out to center field. Gardner is there, 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the... So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Luis Severino, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And he takes a called strike 2. To short. Russell has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. At the plate, number 25 will take his first hacks here. To 2-2 now. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Brett Gardner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The next 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Here's Addison Russell. Previous history with Luis Severino. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Drilled down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. The next Cub up, John Lester.
John Lester.
This is on the ground over to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Zobrist.
Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Romine gathers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Didi Gregorius. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning. Yanked fouled off to the right. The 1-2. Hit Weekly back to the mound. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Hicks. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber has a beat on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Oh, a fastball. Here's Jason Hayward now. First time up, he went down looking.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So 1-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. This one's flared off to the right side. Number 25 has a play. Oh, no, he missed it. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this Giancarlo Stanton now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit?
It's down for extra bases, and the Yankees have their first hit of the game. Stanton takes the turn at third. He wants it all. On the big turn costs him as he is out trying to get back to third. Here's Miguel Andujar now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt it.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Romine. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. But foul. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he struck him out, his 8th punch. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Schwarber. He reached on a single in his first try. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Javier Baez. He flew out in his last at-bat, up middle and off his leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Ready for another chance? Ian Happ looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A shot down the first baseline. The 1-2. Baez breaks from first. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Here's Addison Russell. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Baez on second. Russell on at first with 2 down. Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pulled toward right center field. Number 25 is calling for it. He hauls it in, and the potential go ahead. So here now's the pitcher, Luis Severino. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the Greg Bird will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 33, Greg Bird.
Way out in front.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
There's Baez. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, number 25. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ben Zobrist. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's just 1 for 6. And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. The next Cub up, Jason Hayward. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Stanton is over, 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another shot now, Anthony Rizzo. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And there's out number 2. Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Romine has it, throw to first, and that gets him out of the jam. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Digging in once again, Aaron Hicks. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with only 1 away. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass. And that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. Hicks on third. Judge over at second. Stanton is over at first with 1 away. Justin Wilson is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Now a bluff here as he'll step off and look him back to third. Now the 3-2 pitch. He's a called third strike right on the inside corner. At the plate, Austin Romine. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Swing, and he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. Rizzo is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope. Here's Javier Baez. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. Here's Addison Russell. David Robertson comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Now both runners are breaking. And now the Cubs pitcher, Justin Wilson. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip. Tommy LaStella will come on to pinch hit here in a big...
Number 2, Tommy LaStella.
Baez at third, Happ at second, Russell on at first with nobody out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Your attention, please. Now
so they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. A ball and 2 strikes. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Go, Brad!
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And they will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now. 1-1. It's a fastball that misses. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. And he strikes him out, so a missed opportunity at the plate.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Chicago.
Now batting, Aroldis Chapman. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. There to play it is Zobrist. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Number 25.
Next for New York, number 25. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. 3-1 the count now. Hit on the ground to third. Baez has it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Brett Gardner now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Looking up is Contreras. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. Here's Didi Gregorius. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. Just a couple of matchups, no hits. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. It was a walk in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Payoff pitch one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He was a ground-out victim last time up. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Gardner is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's hitless in 3. Stepping into the box, Aaron Hicks. He'll lead things off. The 1-1 pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's a pop-up now, and there's out number 1. Here's big Aaron Judge. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. The count now at 2-2. And that one stayed up a little high. Struck him out, so it remains. Now at the plate, Javier Baez. It was a walk in his last trip. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. It was a walk in his last trip. It swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Hicks is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Addison Russell. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's 1 for 3. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Misses, ball 2. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Starting to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. The next Cub up, Steve Cishek. Albert Almora will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. And he missed with it, ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. Now time is called and the reliever is warm out there. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Stanton has a read on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Aroldis Chapman can't ask for much more. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, I thought he did a real nice job on the mound, guys. He threw strikes and mixed his pitches really well. And in the end, his performance helped propel them to another victory.